Well, when I first entered Parliament, it really was my interest in policy matters and, the chance to shape and give your input into policy. And I still find that very motivating. I mean, as an MP, you have the opportunity to meet with the ministers, the decision makers in each of the ministries. And, sometimes a well-informed conversation, can play an important part in the decision maker's perspective. Kopi Talk was one of the programs I started, mainly to engage residents both in current issues as well as to find out things that are going on around the constituency. I would normally do a little bit of an update on some of the latest government initiatives, sometimes developments in Parliament or announcements by the Prime Minister in Budget or National Day. But after that, it's a free-flowing dialogue and residents either ask questions on the matters I've raised or on anything that may be on their minds. Because when I meet with residents, I usually do things like house visits and I meet them at constituency events and so on. A lot of residents ask me and discuss different things with me, so I thought it may be useful just to, proactively put the information out there, at least things that I think will be useful or interesting to my residents, and then can open, I think, a broader dialogue. So one of the things that I really enjoy the most is seeing a whole community of volunteers develop. And I mean, we have volunteers serving in many different segments. It could be the residents' networks. It could even be my volunteers at Meet the People sessions. I think seeing so many other people dedicated to serve and to make a difference, that to me is really motivating because, it reminds me of the responsibility I have to Admiralty and also, of course, the greater responsibility to the country. One of the realities that we all live in is the job market is fundamentally changing. And that's because the nature of businesses are changing. In my experience as a union advisor with especially the Advanced Manufacturing Employees Union, I've seen many, many cycles of this. I mean, many big names have come, they've set up, but you cannot assume that your business will not get disrupted. So I think as individuals, as employees, what you have to bear in mind is to use what is available to pick up new skills. It's very difficult to give a one-size-fits-all answer. But I think the only advice that would be useful to all workers is to be flexible, to not get too anxious if they see job risk, but rather to understand that this is normal, look at the options out there, and if necessary, be prepared to pick up new skills and do new work.